Afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is your boy Lewis, man, and I'm back again with another banger, yet here with another video. And you guys already know the deal. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to always receive the latest and greatest content. As always, I appreciate you guys, whether you agree or disagree with me. Appreciate the fact that you guys always take the time to watch the video and let me know what some of you guys think in the comment section, as I always appreciate. So thank you so much. And without further ado, let's hop right into this story. Well, not into this story, into this video. So today's video is going to be on LeBron versus KD, as I mentioned earlier in the video, in the first video that I made, on whose move was worse in terms of the super team move. Was it LeBron or was it KD? Now, right off the bat, I'm going to say this. Both LeBron and KD are honestly both snakes. And the reason I say that is because LeBron and KD both did not win championships without 2+ All-Stars. Now, I get it. It is the modern NBA. This is the way to go now. You have to join with other All-Stars to win championships. I get all that. So, now that I'm going to get into it, I'm going to say whose move was much worse, LeBron or KD's. The answer is pretty simple. Excuse me. It is Kevin Durant. The reason it is Kevin Durant was because in the Western Conference Finals of 2016, Kevin Durant went up against the Warriors, the Golden State Warriors, who went 73-9 in the regular season. Now, the Warriors were not the same Warriors in that postseason due to the injuries that Steph Curry suffered with his ankle injury in Game 1 of that playoffs in the first round against the Rockets, and then his MCL sprain, grade 2 MCL sprain, that he suffered in Game 4 of that same series against the Rockets that caused him to miss about 2 to 3 weeks. But anywho, they faced in the Western Conference Finals against the Oklahoma City Thunder, and Kevin Durant had a 3-1 lead on that team. Kevin Durant plays poorly along with Russell Westbrook. They both choke tremendously in the last 3 games of that series. The Warriors come back and move on to the NBA Finals. Kevin Durant was a free agent at the end of that season. Kevin Durant decided to go to the team that went to the NBA Finals, who he just lost to after having a 3-1 lead on, along with Russell Westbrook and company, and decided to take his talents to join the Golden State Warriors with Steph Curry, 28 years old, Klay Thompson, 26, and Draymond Green, 26, in their prime or entering their prime. Steph Curry had just became the unanimous MVP, and he won back-to-back regular season MVPs. Kevin Durant is a former MVP himself and was a 9-time All-Star. So when you factor all of that in, Klay Thompson made the All-Star team 2 years straight. Draymond Green was an All-Star this year. Kevin Durant joining that team made them a super team. Excuse me. So what happened was, you monopolize the competition in the Western Conference. So because what happened, Kevin Durant all of a sudden became public enemy number 1 because he joined a rival, a potential rival, and he made it a super team because he wanted to win. Now, again, KD is a free agent. He has the right to where he wants to go. And before, people were saying, well, LeBron, it was the same thing. I'm going to get to that in a second. So his move was much worse because, again, he went to a team that he just lost to. Now, I'll get back to Kevin Durant in just a moment. Now to LeBron James. What's getting me upset about LeBron James is people keep trying to disregard saying that LeBron did not join a super team. I agree with LeBron fans and LeBron stands that Kevin Durant's move was worse than what LeBron did. But that does still not excuse the fact that LeBron joined a top 3 player in Dwayne Wade and he joined a top 10 player in Chris Bosh. Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh were both on the Olympic team just 2 years prior when they won gold in Beijing. Both Wade, Bosh, and LeBron made the All-Star team in 2010. They all made the All-Star team. Wade was a 6-time All-Star before he teamed up with LeBron and Bosh. Bosh was a 5-time All-Star before he joined up with Wade and LeBron. LeBron was a 6-time All-Star before joining those 2 guys. LeBron was the reigning back-to-back MVP of the regular season before joining Wade and Bosh. Look at all of those accomplishments. They won Olympic gold. And the thing was also LeBron had planned to leave Cleveland because he did not receive the second star, unfortunately, that he was supposed to get to help him win in the Eastern Conference. I'm not going to get into about Cleveland. He carried a bunch of bums to the Cleveland Cavaliers. I'm not even going to get into that because that's not what this video is about. Was his move to a super team worse than what KD did? It's not worse, but we can't discount the fact that he joined the super team because Wade was 28 when he joined with him. Chris Bosh was 26 when he joined with him, and LeBron was 25. So you have an in prime Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh and LeBron James entering their prime. They were expected to win 70 games that first year. They had the most expectations of any team in the league that was contending for a championship. That is the reason that they were a super team. And as a matter of fact, everywhere that they went, they were highly booed everywhere they went, especially because of LeBron. Now, like KD, LeBron was a free agent and he can go wherever he wants to go. My issue is not for the fact that LeBron couldn't go to whatever team he wanted to go because he has that power, because as a free agent, that is your given right. The issue is you was not professional to the Cleveland Cavaliers. And I know people are going to say, well, LeBron doesn't owe anything to Dan Gilbert and he doesn't owe anything to the city of Cleveland. Dan Gilbert was wrong for going out and delivering the letter that he did to LeBron. But at the same time, again, LeBron, if he had just stayed professional, trust me, I don't think people would have not liked the move. And I think Cleveland fans kind of took it too far with the burning of the jerseys. But LeBron, at some point, I think it would have been respected because LeBron had not learned how to win yet. But for the LeBron fans to continue to sit here, though, the LeBron stands, to sit here and act like LeBron did not join a super team is ridiculous. Because, LeBron built a super team. No, he formed a super team. But he didn't do it because Wade and Bosh were bums, or Wade and Bosh were not the type of players. Well, at the time that he joined them, they were. Because like I told you, Wade made 6 All-Star teams, Bosh made 5. Wade is a former Finals MVP. Like, how are you going to say that those guys are nothing when they accomplish stuff? They won a gold together. LeBron was talking with Wade and possibly teaming up together because both of their contracts were up at the end of the 2010 season. And Wade had lost in the first round with the Miami Heat after winning 43 and 46 games respectively in 2009 and 2010. LeBron just came off back-to-back MVP seasons. He led the Cavaliers to 66 and 61 wins back-to-back seasons. So I don't understand where the fact that all of these things accomplished, Chris Bosh, the Raptors really weren't that good, but he helped lead the Raptors to a division title in the weak Eastern Conference, the same Eastern Conference that LeBron played in with 47 games, and made 5 All-Star teams. And the year before, shot 50% from the field, averaged 24.8 points and 10.8 rebounds a game. Wade led the league in scoring in 2009. He had 200 steals, 100 blocks in the 2009 season. And Wade averaged 26.5 in the 2010 season on 48% shooting. So LeBron was averaging beast numbers, 26, 27 a game. I think it was 27 and 28 a game respectively, but still. You see all of these numbers, you see all of these accomplishments. They win Olympic gold together. They're in their prime or entering their prime, yet somehow they're not a super team. That's wrong. Together with Pat Riley, they built a super team. What happened was their first year, they only win 58 games, they underachieve, and they get upset by the Dallas Mavericks when they were the favorites to win. They only win 2 championships in the 4 years that they went to the finals straight. 4 straight seasons, but only went 2-2 in their finals trips. So what happened was that they were a super team, they just weren't super. But you can't say that they were not a super team because that still doesn't excuse LeBron to wipe from under the rug. It's still a super team no matter what. They just didn't achieve. They should have won 3-1, honestly, and they would have been a dynasty. That would have been a dynastic Miami Heat team had they won the 2011, because they win 2011, they win 2012, and then they win 2013. They probably three-peat. That would have been a much more dominant run had they beaten Dallas. But because they didn't do it, they underachieved. But that does not excuse LeBron from not being on a super team. Now, once again, Kevin Durant joins the Warriors. They win 67 games his first year. The Warriors were expected to go to the finals with Kevin Durant. Again, Steph Curry, unanimous MVP, back-to-back MVPs. Notice that both LeBron is a back-to-back MVP, joining with D. Wade, former finals MVP. Kevin Durant joins a back-to-back MVP in Steph Curry. Now, you're telling me that those paths are not similar? The only difference is that KD won up LeBron by joining already a championship team that was built from the ground up, where it was built from the ground. They were established as a contender. Pre-KD Warriors in 2015 were learning how to win. Once they won, they became a championship contender like it looked like for years to come, when in 2016 they set the record and go back to the finals. That was different. Now, LeBron's team, they lost in the second round. Dwayne Wade's team lost in the first round. Chris Bosh's team didn't make the playoffs. So they're trying to justify it. So even if those circumstances didn't happen as well for LeBron as it did for Kevin Durant, the bottom line is this. KD's move is worse, but that doesn't excuse LeBron from saying that he didn't form a super team, because it is. And for those of you who are saying that the Boston Celtics are the first super team, that's a lie, because both Kevin Garnett and Ray Allen were traded to the Celtics. They were not free agents. They were not free agents. They were traded there. And as a matter of fact, Kevin Garnett was supposed to be a Los Angeles Laker. But Kevin McHale, who was president of basketball operations, did not want to give Kobe Kevin Garnett when Kobe was requesting a trade. And for those who said, well, Kobe Bryant was going to leave, the bottom line is Kobe did not leave. He could have left, but he didn't leave. He was going to, but the bottom line is he didn't. Kevin Garnett was supposed to be most likely a Laker. But Kevin McHale said, no, I'm going to go help Danny Ainge out since Ray Allen got traded over there. And he told Kevin Garnett, man, it's time for you to win. You deserve to win a championship. I'm going to trade you to Boston. So he helped his fellow Celtic teammate, Danny Ainge, and Kevin Garnett joins. Kevin Garnett was 31, Ray Allen was 32, and Paul Pierce turned 30 during the season. Just before the season started, I should say. I'm sorry. So you have three players 30 and older on the Boston Celtics, and they only won one championship. They only went to the finals twice. And they played, what, five seasons together. They only played 5 seasons together, went to 2 finals, and won 1 championship. And they were over the 30 and over. So, no, that is not a super team. And they were traded there. Durant went as a free agent. LeBron as a free agent. Bosh as a free agent. But whose move is worse? It is Kevin Durant. But the bottom line is this. LeBron and KD did not win championships until they joined all-star players. 2+ all-star players. That is when those guys won championships. And what's happening now is people are blaming Kevin Durant for being a snake. And now, guess what? This is Kevin Durant's 3rd year with the Warriors. And they're still talking about how much of a snake he is. And they said, well, I'll never forgive Kevin Durant because he's a snake. LeBron James did this 8 years ago, and people are acting like LeBron never joined a super team. KD's move may have been worse. I'm saying it again. But that does not excuse LeBron from being on a super team. He was on a super team. The Boston Celtics were not a super team. And for those who want to go back and say, oh, Michael Jordan was on a super team. No, he was not neither. No, he was not. Michael Jordan played his entire career with only one all-star in Scottie Pippen. Dennis Rodman may have been a very great rebounder, but he did not make any all-star teams in only the 3 years that he was with Michael Jordan in the second three-peat. On top of that, Michael Jordan, in 2 of the 6 championship seasons, Scottie Pippen did not make the all-star team. Now, we know Scottie Pippen is all-star worthy because he made the all-star team in 90. But he was not an all-star in 91, and he was not an all-star in 98 because people forget Scottie Pippen missed 35 games with a foot injury. So Michael was the only all-star in 98. And if people remember in Game 6 of the finals, Scottie Pippen blew out his back. And what did Michael Jordan do in that game? The brother scored 45 points and closed Game 6 out by getting that layup after Stockton hit the 3 cheats off of his man and steals the ball from Karl Malone when he's being guarded by Dennis Rodman. In the last 17 seconds, sets up Russell. You could call it a push-off or offensive foul, but hits the shot right there with 5.2 seconds to help the Bulls get that 6th championship. So LeBron versus KD. Whose move was worse? It was Kevin Durant. But are they both part of super teams? Absolutely. LeBron doesn't get a pass for that. No way. He does not get a pass for that. Just not gonna happen. It doesn't matter if it's been 8 years. Kevin Durant is in his 3rd season with the Golden State Warriors, and we're still talking about a snake move. Still talking about it. But yeah, LeBron gets a pass because it was 8 years ago that he joined with Wade and Bosh. And you saw the list of accomplishments that I just spoke about, all 3 players prior to joining together. You're telling me, you're acting like if those guys didn't accomplish anything to join it, to say that they were not a super team. The bottom line is this. If Kevin Durant is a snake, LeBron is King Cobra. Because the fact that Kevin Durant joined the Golden State Warriors is what's kept LeBron from winning, along with Steph Curry and those boys. And now that Boogie Cousins is on there, and with Boogie Cousins and people with the 5 All-Star narrative, you have to blame that on the league. Nobody wanted Boogie. The Warriors took them. They did what they were supposed to do. And now the league is upset, and the fanboys are upset because the Warriors have 5 All-Stars. That's the fault on the other teams. They didn't want him. They didn't give Boogie what he wanted. The Warriors gave him a reasonable deal. He said, okay, I'm just going to prove you wrong. And Boogie was a free agent. He had the right to go where he wants. Just like LeBron and KD, they had the right to go where they want. But again, they're both snakes because of the fact of this player movement. You could say it's great, but it's a gift and a curse. It's a curse for LeBron because he hasn't been able to dominate his era. That's the problem. That's the bottom line. And whether you like it or not, you guys have got to deal with it, man. Simple. No matter how much you don't like Kevin Durant. And I also will say this. With Kevin Durant, his other issue is the fact that he needs to win a championship to where he builds the team he helps build with the team from the ground up, or if he would have won in Oklahoma City. Because at least with LeBron James, even though, again, Kyrie helped him with the championship, LeBron did win a championship with Cleveland. So that's why his championship means more than what it does for Kevin Durant, as I mentioned in one of the other videos not too long ago that I put. So that is the bottom line. So when you look at it, if you want to label KD a snake, LeBron is King Cobra, both snakes. They were both free agents. They had the right to where they want to go. But like, again, you got to keep the same energy and keep it objective. You can't excuse LeBron because he was not on a super team and Dwayne Wade was injured and Bosh and like making up these excuses. They went to 4 straight finals despite all of that. Because people make it seem like if they didn't even go too far, they went to the finals. They went there. And with all that success, they only got 2 championships in 4 tries. They lost the first championship in their first year, and in LeBron's last season with the Miami Heat, they lost. First and last. They only won in between. Kevin Durant is on his verge of winning a 3rd championship. Am I saying that he's going to win it? I don't know. Anything can happen. But bottom line is both guys did not win without 2+ All-Stars. Simple as that. That's it. I don't want to hear it anymore talking about putting them one over the other. It's different for what they did. They were both on super teams. They both did not win championships without 2+ All-Stars. Case closed. So anywho, this is your boy Lewis once again checking in with another video, man. I appreciate you guys watching. Make sure to hit that like, hit that noty bell, hit that subscribe button. Let me know what you guys think in the comments of what I said about whose super team move was worse and were they both on super teams or not, no matter what you guys say. I think that they definitely were both on super teams. So once again, this is your boy Lewis checking back in, man. I appreciate you guys as always. Yo, take the time for watching this video, man. Until next time, as always, man, peace and love. Stay blessed. One up. Peace. Thanks for watching.